Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Echo League Season 3 EU Grand Final. The best of 5 between the boys and Double Down. I am General Jivicus. And let's look at these bans. You're going to get the Naga Doom ban. See whether or not the boys are going to target. I guess they will a little bit. There's a Terror Blade. These are super meta bans so far. And Shakiro as well. He's a pretty good 5. The Doom to embolden heroes like Storm. And, you know, Weaver. Not really Weaver though. Maybe Death Prophet. Does she have a problem with Doom? Not really if she already has the ult off. Well, yeah, she doesn't like a Doom. This is the first 2 games of the best of 3. The next 3 games, potentially, will be played tomorrow evening, starting from 7 PM GMT. We'll join you then. After this, we may have some Arrow League Season 10. Nottingham University versus Nottingham University. Thrilling best of 3. Let's see whether or not we can get access to the games.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Oh, we're gonna get a Nyx ban. I don't feel like we've seen a lot of Nyx lately. What are you talking about? Roger played Nyx in the major yesterday. Yeah, okay. Tiny getting through though, that's nice, but look here, what have you done? What mischief, oh my god. Not 1, but 2 of their specialist heroes for Double Down. They get the IO, they get the Medusa.
The Dire get a ban. Witch Doctor.
Well, they're going to follow up with a tier 1 support, the Witch Doctor. Sniper Bandit, I mean that's already a nice cheeky combo with a tiny Witch Doctor. Io does some furious things now. And can we see a Copless Io getting all the way to level 15? I think it's a good possibility.
10 seconds. The Dire get a ban.
Banning out the Ogre, I guess probably he's more favoured in the 4 position, but don't know if I'd be putting that much focus on the hero.
10 seconds. Here's the Radiant ban.
Oh. An Omni Knight completely untouched, along with the Beastmaster and the Lycan. Anti-Mage gonna get banned out. The Phantom Monster's still in the pool. Juggernaut as well.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
I wonder, what will they ban? This is going to give us a big clue. I mean, we already know what Double Down want to do. They've got an Io Medusa, for God's sake. But the boys, it's not quite so clear.
Dire's turn to pick.
I guess the Io might play as a slightly greedier kind of 4 position. The Shadow Shaman though, really good. Sad to see it blocked out. We can maybe get the Disruptor instead. Yep. Jesus. Excuse me. Dying here.
10 seconds.
Alright, alright, alright.
Dire's turn to pick.
A Shadow Fiend. Very powerful. Very strong. And now
10 seconds.
Medusa probably is mid with the IO support, Disruptor safe lane support, so they need something on. I mean, Shadow Fiend probably wrecks Medusa mid. Does he wreck him with the IO though? Maybe not, but there's gank potential. Both the Tiny and the Witch Doctor. I'm gonna get the War Chief as well for Otto von Bismarck. He is not. It's over. It's Gref. He is the worst I remember. He's the worst offlaner EU.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
I would have to say, Kirstes, Copless, I recently tried the new Iron Brew, and don't like, you know, get the lynching mob together just yet, but I actually prefer it to the old Iron Brew. I hope it doesn't give me cancer from the aspartame or whatever the artificial sweeteners in it is. But it tastes more girdery, and it's got a crisper flavor.
Dire's banned now. I speak for the trees.
My god. Nature's Prophet for the offlane, I guess. Maybe. Could be a 4 as well. Some teams like to play him in that role, but it's pretty specialist. It's really greedy as well as a 4.
10 seconds.
It's good to note that Medusa, Disruptor, and Io will only have tangos and no Quelling Blade. So Nature's Prophet able to profit from that.
Radiant's turn to ban.
A Razor ban out. Surely we already have their cores, but possibly not. Final ban from the boys.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to pick.
Alright, I mean Juggernaut's still there. I guess. What else might they want to play? The anti-mage they banned themselves. Huh.
10 seconds.
Yeah, Juggernaut would feast quite tastily on the Nature's Prophet lane. Let's see then, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? You gotta get a 4, right? Unless the Nature's is a 4? I guess Centaur doesn't want a Quelling Blade either, so he's pretty vulnerable there. The whole team already.
Dire's turn to pick. Dragon Knight.
He is a 4! The Dragon Knight could tiny be a 4 as well though. But the Dragon Knight picked up for the safe lane. Tanky hero. They just swing the Medusa over the safe lane and then maybe put like an OD or a Viper for mid?
5 seconds remaining.
Decisions. The Jug is still there as well. Lifestealer as well, I guess. They don't really have a vehicle for him though. You tell me Disruptor had Meme Hammer the whole time and never used it until it was released. Sad times. Here we go then. Final pick. They're looking for something to deal with this Tiny Witch Doctor, Shadow Fiend, Nature's Prophet, Dragon Knight lineup. It will be the Viper they go for. Okay. Not as effective as you might think it is, but we'll see how this goes. We're gonna have Amp on the Tiny, Veem on the Witch Doctor, Why No Carry on the Shadow Fiend, Biringo on the Nature's Prophet, and Derm X on the Dragon Knight. Copless, of course, will be on the Io, Overlorm on the Medusa, Kirstes on the Disruptor, Gref, of course, on the Centaur Warrunner, and Otto von Bismarck will go ahead and take that Viper to the mid lane, I expect. EU final. Games 1 and 2. Games 3, 4, 5 tomorrow. Alright, let's get in here. We'll have free camera. Thank you. Great, we can get replays as well. Next level. Alright, let's have a quick look at the items. No smokes. Helpless, why have you forsaken me in such a way? Well, I don't know how much contention is going to be happening over these bottom rounds. Early movement from Biringo here on the Nature's Prophet to get some wardage down. But Tiny is there and they do have stun, and it looks like he's scouting with treants already. 3 gold for Medusa. Well, they're going to try and feint here a little bit. It's maybe not the greatest idea. Copless actually taking a whale of amount of damage. Tiny scaling up the tree first. Getting out some AoE of his own. Meanwhile, the bottom invasion is happening as well. Graf and Otto both way better at taking this bottom rune. The ponderous Centaur stun and the damage from the Viper. Dragon Knight's going to try though. The coconut cast could catch both. Does actually manage to dodge it, and it's Gref that still manages to find the bounty rune. Lorm finds one as well. Gref gets the second one, so 3 bounty runes going the way of the Dire, and that's pretty important. Does give quite a big boost at the moment. That's 120 gold more per person on the Dire team now. Let's have a look at the block. How did it go? No friend with a much better block here has his creeps on the high ground, and it's a ranged hero he's against, so doubly effective really. There's no real kill potential here just yet though. We need level 3 on the Shadow Fiend and level 5 on the Viper, I think, before he's really threatening. Beam gonna go for some denies. Graf looking for the trades. He should trade fairly well in this lane once he gets a ring of regen or something. Oh, and the long pull here. Nature's Prophet, he's stopping any kind of blocks happening. Making sure they get a goodly amount of XP. Kirstes takes some damage. Now the harass comes in from the Nature's Prophet as well. He's running really low, and that's going to be a first blood. Goes the way of Biringo. They want more maybe, but I don't think they could get it. Well, the mid lane going pretty evenly at the moment. 4 and 0 versus 5 and 1. What are you talking about? This Shadow Fiend had an early lane advantage and he's getting dominated here. Only 5 souls. 6 souls. That's pretty good. Now he's doing better than the Viper. What are you talking about? It's all fine. It's all good in the hood. Well, top lane benefiting from that early first blood kill. Got himself some brown boots. Got 800 gold almost sitting on the Nature's Prophet there, and Copless. I'll throw that tree at you, friend. No bottle yet. Let's have bottle. He will be fine. Regen rune as well. That could come in pretty useful. Oh, Copless to bottle it, surely. Very powerful. Ringo on half health, needs to be careful here. Mystic Snake getting leveled up, no doubt. Yep, level 2 on it already. We can further wrap around from Amp here. He's going to find it. He does throw out some right clicks with that tree range. Looking for the block, but the tree ends. Ah, okay, we'll use the Sprout. It's a little bit slow. Starting to do quite a bit of damage, but you have to back it off. Is Baringo going to fall here to the last static storm? No. They will still find him though, surely. Yep. Do toss overland, but that's going to be a dead Amp as well. He starts his TP. He might get out actually. No glimpse. Oh, the glimpse is actually available. JK. Skilled at mofos, level 2 glimpse. The legend. Kirstez. I think he saved the skill point and then skilled it when required, so double extra good points there. An Overalarm should start to lead the farm battle fairly soon, I would think, if they're going to keep feeding him all of these tree ends. Well, I don't know about the farm battle, but certainly the last hits. 19 and 5 for the Dragonite and 5 and 2 for poor old Gref. Dermek schooling the Centaur Warrunner in the art of laning here. Gref does have level 3 though, so he is getting something out of the lane. Otto von Bismarck on 4. Only 200 HP as well. They're having a bit of a fight top. Maybe Copless could go and TP mid and bottle up his buddy. Ah, feels bad, man. Kirstez gonna look for the glimpse once again. It's Tiny now that feels his wrath. The Thunderstrike does some a little bit work. The toss away. No shrine for 50 seconds. Feels bad, man. 40 seconds, Chiefs. You're right. I like the soft play coming out from Shadow Fiend here. In mid, nice. And poor Viper can't get close to the lane because he's so wounded. I'm not sure about wrapping on a Viper when you're that low though, Tiny, but then Viper's not the force that he used to be. And there's no points on Nether Toxin anyway. That's not how it works. Oh, he is looking for the position. The TP comes from Io now. He will bottle him up. He says, look, I can't get anything done here. Just come and help me. And he's done it. That's fine. That's all he needed. And he will spot out the Tiny now as well, will he? I heard a deny. We're missing action. Well, Kirstez gonna get sprouted up here. He starts the TP home. The toss in from Tiny is there though, and they will secure the kill, evening up the score at 2-2 now. And a little bit of Shadow Friend hugging here in mid, bringing Otto von Bismarck dangerously low once again. Level 6. 5.5 minutes in, that seems fairly reasonable. And he might find the kill here. Takes a tower shot for it though. 1, 2. And the TP out to safety. Copless arrives at the scene of the crime, but he's just a few seconds too late. And Dermex into the lane fresh from Jack and Gref's rune. Poor old Gref. Does have Tranks actually, starting to work up on that Hooded Defiance, so he will be pretty decent fairly soon, I would think. He will be able to engage and also sustain with the edge strikes. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, Dire Stone. Full wand. Tears. Raindrops, they're not tears. Oh, I'm looking for the rat bit. Gonna eat more damage than it's worth, I think. Overlord takes a massive amount of damage there. The toss slip back in from Kirsta is gonna get him trapped. There will be an IO to help, but it's not as much help. The disco ring keeps him in place. Casual wand up, saves his life after the Mystic Snake hits in. Now Baringo thinks he can actually take Overlord, and he's probably right. Looking for Coppless to chain here. The toss back in. Baringo under the tower. This is super dangerous. Look how much mana and HP he's getting from the bottle up. And the Mystic Snake will find the kill this time. Well, they find the Nature's Prophet unlikely. He is booking it out of there with those phase boots completed. So nice response TP in there. The full bottle used up by Coppless, but well worth it in the end. Finding the kill on the Tiny. High stakes gaming, boys. Well, Tiny immediately rotates to the mid to see if he can get a kill on this Viper. I think I'm in the 4 position, Jeeves. I see that, yeah. Look, oh, he finds Kirstaz. The range with the stick.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The Ares comes, you won't know. It's Sorla Khan. It better not be. It better be Ares, as I wrote him, as I designed him.
Structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I've woken the Ice Frog from his slumber and
Tower has fallen.
to reap the rewards. Bottom tower then goes down to Dermix. Smells like Storm, picks up 200 gold. And that's going to help his item progression. 3k advantage already. Quite a sight to see against these heroes of the boys, given the fact that they are kind of like their niche picks, their key heroes. Double damage on the Shadow Fiend. He will find level 10 before 10 minutes, I think. That's pretty crispy. 53 and 26 on the last hits, 51 and 9 for the Medusa, so doing better than the Fed lane. This should pump him up a little bit here. These guys have no mana, I take it. I see. Oh, the turnaround Coppless gets tossed down to the coconut, which will bounce onto Medusa. It's coming back from the wave. The Maledict went out. Didn't seem to hit on anyone. The Disruptor is in the area, and Gref will TP in. Looking for the chase down. There's the roar. The charge finds him inside the trees, but he will TP out. They need a glimpse. There's no need for the glimpse. He's dead. I'm unsure how, but I think maybe there was a glimpse. Oh, it looks like Amp went in under the tower onto Kirstez, but wasn't able to find him. Does find a creep wave, and Gref charging down on top of him. The double edge, the first one is there, and Jesus, the Centaur's nippy. The toss back into the coconut. Coconut going to bounce among the heroes now. The Mystic Snake did go out, and Viper looks for the kill onto Veem, but the Veem is strong on this one. He manages to find himself a deny from the Ancients. Take the 26 seconds waiting time, and the boys, Amp here, running them ragged. They will find him, of course, but so much space being created that mid lane completely exposed for Shadow Fiend in the meantime. Was he able to do anything with it? He cleared the creep wave. Pretty useful.
Dire's middle tower is under
Otto van Bismarck does have Aquila. His raindrops are almost all gone, and he only has the brown boots. So not sure where he's going item wise. Remember, he was the mid. 24 and 3 versus 80 and 27. And he isn't even the highest net worth on the team. This GK. You missed mid tower going down, dude. I know, but I didn't see like Miss Gref having a fight. See, I missed a kill bottom because of this. I hope you're pleased. I hope you're proud of yourselves. Jeeves, you know you can just replay. Yeah? That is a good point. So all the tower trades going the way of the Radiant right now. Top lane begins to get pushed, and these teams have faced each other before. No doubt about it. Definitely asked them before, I'm sure. And they are pretty much evenly in skill. At the moment, with a 5k advantage at 11.5 minutes. Doesn't really feel that way. Oh, full earn finished up for the Isle. We did say he was going to play it a little bit greedier. And if we look at Little Disruptor down here, Kirstez 780 net worth. Definitely the peasant of the pack. Oh, there might be some action here. Gonna run in with the phase boots. It's Viper. He's gonna spot out. He's level 4. Viper's level 9. Sorry, he's level 6. Oh, the slow is there. The turnaround, the Viper strike. Veem is there to back him up. The stun comes through. He's gonna be kept in place. And the backup from Veem was mostly moral support. You know, make sure the moss looks good and whatnot. Mystic Snake farming up here. 6k net worth on that Medusa. Oh, Veem getting spotted out finally. So we're just pinging out that there was something here. Hi. Well, Yules into alt from Shadow Fiend doesn't actually find the kill. The Maledict follow-up will surely secure it though. And a little stun from Dermex makes sure she doesn't get away from it. He ain't gonna take plus 30 damage. That's pretty good. Not as good as plus 6 treants, but it's, you know, it's up there. Alright, decent push onto this tower now from the boys. We're gonna get a drum charge used. We'll pop a fortification. This is the last tier 1, so we'll get the fortification back afterwards. Still no dragon form from Dermex here. He likes to he likes man form. No, Tiny finds a kill on Kirstez, or does he? He definitely does. Now Tiny gonna fall. The rest of the crew are here. It's Shadow Fiend who comes in. The first raise misses. They're not quite done yet, though. I'm sure. Nope. Nope, they're done, Jeeves, they're done. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Viper gonna get a little bit of space, a little bit of free time to maybe farm up some items. Does have, like, actual boots now, that's really nice to see. And he's got himself a windlace as well, so maybe go for the Yules build or something. Oh no, they find him here, but they can't do anything about it. Not sure what's happening here, just pushing out some creep waves mid lane. Huh. I guess he has heal. The talent? 8%, guys. The heal of the century. Alright, it's gonna be an Orchid for Nature's Prophet. Beam's gonna get a Glimmer Cape. Blink and Yules already for Shadow Fiend. That's pretty fierce. Any mobility options? Oh. They are moving in for a fight. The Maledict is all over Kirstez, though. The ult comes through. Overlum forces away, but he was already Maledicted. It wasn't in the matter in the end. Von Bismarck gets caught now as well. And only Io survives. Well, it's quite sad. Now this lane is crushed for sure. There's no way they can do anything about this. They have buybacks, but why would you buy back? They're going to use a fortification. They actually want to be able to defend tier 3, and they fully expect the push to come forward here. There's no catapult though. That is a small saving grace, and they are kind of wounded with no real mechanism to get themselves. Haha, do you see what I said there? No real mechanism to get themselves healed up. Okay. Does toss somebody up in the air, doesn't really make any effect. The tier 3 goes down like butter. There's no stopping them on this one, it seems. Overlord throws out the snake, clears up some of these smaller creeps, and now Dragon Knight without the Aegis. Maybe he feels a little bit bad about going high ground here. Does get the invis off. The break stopping his regen temporarily, and they're just going to take that. Tier 3, not bad. And Bug Out, obviously, now have access to the shrines. Maybe if they take top shrine, then go for Roshan afterwards. Be quite easy to do. Didn't lose anyone on that push either. 11k net worth advantage. Medusa. Mask of Madness. And a Dragon Lance finished up. Not quite enough to turn the tables though at the moment. A blink dagger from Gref might make things a little bit more spicy for the Dire, give them some catch potential. This feels awful with Centaur stun. No, your boy S4 finds a 4-man stun. I'm sure you will manage it as well, Gref. Practically twins in abilities. Oh, and Ags next for Why You Know Carry. A blink dagger almost completed for Tiny. That gives them huge initiation. So Tiny finds you, he jumps on you, he smashes your face in. Nature's Prophet TP's in, pops you in some trees and a little arena of death. Alright, more free farm for Medusa. Juicy, juicy. Oh, Witch Doctor was thinking about turning around there, but there's not much you can do when you're a Witch Doctor. What? So all the towers still standing for the Radiant. The Dire at a pretty big disadvantage at the moment, but big team fight potential is there with the Scream, I guess, and the Party Ring as well as the Static Storm. Oh, the blink forward, the throwback. Gref in trouble, goes for the Stampede, but it won't save him. Overlord coming in from the back might though. Copless will be locating it out in 4 seconds. Overlord going to stay. They take out Dermex, but Overlord eating damage from Veem. The shield takes it all. He's fine. The Maledict gonna be okay as well. So as I said, big team fight potential is there if they get a good Scream, or in this case, if they get people who jump in out of position. Nice 3 kills in exchange for Gref. That's a pretty good trade no matter who you are. Off laner. DK was pretty high up there on the net worth as well. So that net worth lead that we were just talking about now down to 10k. This is the bump that we're talking about. No major moves getting made onto these shrines either. Nature's Prophet, I guess, could send a little army of saplings just to take them down. They don't heal. If it's worthwhile or not, I don't know. He kind of wants to be everywhere else on the map. Split pushing the lanes, keeping them pushed in, keeping them choked out. Alright.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Top shrine. There we go. Jesus, it's almost like they're listening to me. It's quite creepy. No, the shrine up and Io missed it. Gutted. Overlord just wants to farm. He knows he needs more damage. He's getting himself a Maelstrom. It's nearly done, actually. That might help. Didn't you say that Copless was going to be level 15, Jivicus? Yeah, I did. And it's only 20 minutes into the game, so bear with me. Shrine is secured though, and that makes Roshan, as I said, much easier as an objective to take. The Dire Stone on Nature's Prophet's going to help out as well as the saplings to tank up some of the damage. Sucks a little bit for Tiny. He'll eat a little bit more damage with the stomps that come through. Yeah, he's not even going to go into the pit. He's like, I'll roam. I wonder if Gref knows. Jesus. Right. Bottom tower going to be traded for this Roshan, but again, it's a tier 1 and a worthy trade. Meanwhile, Tiny does find a pickoff. Are you joking? On the Disruptor by himself. Everyone else just kind of stands around confused. As Karstes is picked off, the Aegis is picked up. Bottom lane, as I said, was pushed. Here we go. There's a Yules onto the Viper. Tiny goes forward, tosses him back in. The ult isn't quite ready though, and Copless going to help out with Gref, throwing the Stampede to get them out of there. He is trapped in by these trees for now. And the Maledict doing a crazy amount of damage. He's going to try and TP, which should save his life. He's out. Okay, meanwhile this fight continues. Viper goes onto the back line. The ult comes out from Wayu no Kari and the Aegis is extinguished. Doesn't find anyone with it though. Dragon Knight goes on to the Medusa bizarrely instead of chasing after Copless. Maybe they think they can actually find this kill. There will be trees that will hold them in place. And the avalanche comes through from Tiny. Copless, the toss back in. Throws him out of range. That's a dead Tiny. And Medusa's still alive. I'm not even sure where she is. What? 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 Well, they push down the tower, the Tiny back up in 16 seconds. The Creeper just blitzed away though. Gref goes in, gets a stomp onto the Shadow Fiends. Remember, his Aegis is already expired. He comes down from the Yules, he dies. That's a great pick-off. Looks like he got Copless as well. I see the broken heart. And now Dermex looking for a way out. Gref feels the pain of the blink stomp from Centaur. Unfortunately, not the greatest stun in the world. The turn from Dermex is there. He doesn't have any more of those left though. We'll get a cheeky bounty rune on the way out. His boys are here and they come. The toss up comes through. Avalanche as well. The coconut does some real work. And these guys, the Dire, are thinking, you know what? Maybe the chase ends here. Oh, Radiant are going to turn it around based on that idea. Maybe they can find more. Maybe they can find Gref. That's a tough target. The Medusa's a tough target, really. The juicy one would be the Disruptor on the back lines. And Amp got on before. Is he going to look for him again? No, he tries to go in on Gref. Throws the avalanche just wide, though, after the blink. Here we go. Urstez with half health as well. Needs to be super careful. Would be an easy pick-off target. And meanwhile, Io is bottom lane with the Viper as they push that out. Nature's Prophet going to move over there and start to push that lane up. Oh, nice. Going to get the double stack. Nice. Nice. Nature's Prophet comes for the bounty rune. Io going to spot him out. And the Viper's here as well. They're going to speed him up with the link. I don't think they can do anything though. Need a blink dagger to catch that Nature's Prophet. Overlord though will take these creep and that will give Io some juicy gold as well as XPs. Maelstrom and then is this Skadi next? Will help out. If these guys come back from this 12k down net worth, I'm gonna be sad. Well, no Roshan for a while. 4.5 minutes before that bad boy is going to be available. Veem gets a cheeky D ward onto the sentry. Not really that helpful though. You should get XP or something for that, man. Just feels so lame. It's like a massive thing when you get the D ward on the sentry. I don't know. Easier to farm the enemy for the enemy if they can feed them, I guess. Another day, another set of ancients and some creep camps for Overlord. Suddenly this Skadi doesn't seem so far away, halfway there in fact. Just needs one more orb worth of gold. And this is a juicy creep wave. It's about an orb's worth of gold right there, Jeeves. No, it's not. It's about half an orb though. Oh, Gref, if you just... Oh, Juicy. They definitely saw that. Obviously, they do have the orb's ward up here, but... not able to react to it fast enough. This shrine's gone. Mid lane. I feel like Radiant aren't really taking advantage. I think they've got the fear a little bit. They're like, we need Roshan to do more, but... the bottom shrine here is definitely vulnerable. And Overlord's been sitting here for like the last 3 minutes, so... concentrated effort could definitely get something done. Meanwhile, Nature's Prophet will get picked off. Jesus, he's got a nullifier.
I'll take that.
Such a different game now, guys, with all these new items and everyone's level 25 is Gives them like super bonus powers. Ka-chow, ka-chow. Well, mid tower, gonna feel some pressure here. Kinda got bored of waiting, I think. He did blink forward. There are quite a few of them waiting. Coconut cask goes in. Oh, that's a dead creep wave, confirmed. Congratulations. Good boy. Cats are frantic to get in on the cast here. Hear them scrabbling away. Pangolier in this game is really bad, man. Oh, the blink into the avalanche toss combo, not quite there. The pipe saves him for a little while, but no, the raises secure the kill on Gref and early pick off Roshan. Still a little while from coming up, so I'm going to convert it into the shrines as requested. There we go. Now, bottom lane, the tower is already down, so they could do some permanent damage onto the ranged racks or go for a full push and take the full set of racks here. There's no buyback on the Centaur War Runner, so definitely objectives to be taken here. They blink forward, the Yules, the ult is there, as well as the BKB. Force Staff away. Copless gonna get caught as collateral damage. The Viper takes a little bit of damage, and Overlord, they actually managed to find him with the Deathboard. He is going to buy back. The damage is done though, the racks are down. I guess it prevents them from going mid, or does it? They say, well, come on then, Broseph. See what you've got. Clears out the creep wave, and already the Treants have been working on this tower. Now the Dragon Knight and the Tiny are pounding on it. This tower is going to go down. The Force Staff over. Overlord buyback, remember that the Maledict is on top. There's no Scream. And down goes the Centaur as well. Otto van Bismarck not going to be able to survive either. They're going to toss him up with the Yules. He does use the Hurricane Pike to get away, but look at him, he's dead. All dead. And it looks like the boys are going to take game one. Yep, there's the call. Good game from Overlord. And despite them having their Medusa and their Io, the boys had a solution for it. Continue. Alright, quick look at the stats. It'll show me them. Is it this one? Yep, that is indeed it. Scoreboard. No. No. What about 2,590? Kirstess, man of the match, most valuable player. Nice 6 stacks from Copless though, bear that in mind. But yes, look at this, 2,500 gold. Well played, the boys in game 1. Join me in about 2 minutes or something while I change the reels, so to speak. And we'll get game 2 on the way. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back for Echo League Season 3 EU. Is it C, B, final? Between the boys and Double Down. It's game 2 in this best of 5. The boys already one game up. The fearsome, copless Isle and the overwarm Medusa. Not strong enough to hold them at bay. I am General Jivicus. We are into the bands. We got a Naga, we got a Tinker, we got a Doom. So far I have to say these bands looking pretty familiar. The Tether Blade was the one last time, I think. I think they...
Here's the Radiant Band.
Jakiro as well, yep.
The Dire get a band.
What was it these guys banned? I don't know, but I expect it changes this time, right?
Radiant's turn to pick.
No, they will ban the Nyx. Boys, with the first pick again. Double down with 2 to return. And they will take the Tiny once again. If it ain't broke, why fix it? Now, are these guys gonna go and look for that IO Medusa combo again? No, Vengeful Spirit coming through. That's a cursed as hero. And the Sand King for Copless. I like this a lot better, guys. It is a 5-4 pickup, but you got a lot of control with the Vengeful Spirit, the stun, the Butter Strike from the Sand King. Pretty annoying to deal with if your name's Tiny, actually. Tony does not appreciate those creeps exploding in his face. I don't think there are many people who appreciate creeps exploding in their face, though. Perhaps a select few. Lion. And that's with Witch Doctor and Shadow Shaman still in the pool. They opt to go for the tier 2 support, Lion. He's still pretty good. He did get buffed recently. Ice Frog was kind. If it was indeed Ice Frog. Shadow Friend gets banned out. Yep, that was a pretty rough mid.
The Dire get a band.
Will we actually see an offlaner for Gref that has abilities? Or is it simply Tidehunter? Or some such heroes? Can he master the Omni Knight, perhaps? Maybe the Beastmaster. Alright, they're gonna ban the Sniper again. This is quite interesting. I think Overlorn plays a pretty good Sniper. And they have the Vengeful Spirit, so they could have maybe baited the Sniper pick out, because she can just swap him in. Huh.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
Very similar bans. There was an anti-mage ban last time round. The Medusa getting banned out. She won't make it to the second phase, but I don't think they're going to go that direction anyway. I feel like a Gyrocopter is probably a better fit. It's not as reliant on the farm, and it doesn't take so much of a hit. Like, doesn't take so much farm, so you can have a more well-rounded carry as the other carry. Oh, Luna gonna get banned out. Dragon Knight still available. See, the boys want to pick him up again. I'm really enjoying Amp's roaming 4 Tiny though. I like this. Very good, very strong. Used it to good effect. And remember, last game, Double Down actually got 3 runes at the start, so even that wasn't enough. Oh my god. The Tidehunter? That's official. I watched too many of Double Down's past games.
Seconds.
I could have looked at the drafts, but I found that I couldn't, when I downloaded them, they weren't appearing in my downloads folder. So it was in tournaments under the ticket, which is great. What a godsend. My other match I'm trying to do tonight, I can't find them. We'll see. Razor. I guess the Tidehunter, you can't crack and shell off the static link. Bit of and then obviously you rack up damage from draining him. He's pretty fast though. Sand King has the stun away. Vengeful Spirit, I guess, can stun and run. But maybe discourage just specific kinds of heroes though for that mid lane. Maybe.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Doesn't discourage ODs though. That's a lovely pickup. I like that. And I think Overlord's Outworld Devourer, if it is him that's playing it, he is pretty goddamn good on that hero. Yeah, this looks real bad for the boys now. We got Tidehunter with the big initiation, Sand King with the medium initiation, Vengeful Spirit with the precise initiation, OD with the saves, the hammer. I mean, their team fight is amazing here. But you have Tiny and Lion. Razor, it's all single target. They need to do something. The boys need to pick up like a Sven kind of hero. Big team fighter. I think Sven is just gonna get kited though. And they banned the Luna themselves. Luna could have been the center stone of their team. You need something against this OG as well. And the sniper already banned out by Double Down. Does DK just get imprisoned? I think he does. Phantom Lancer. Is that a possibility? PA? No, I think the dagger range is too short now. Maybe they sack the mid lane and put the Razor there, but it doesn't feel good. Go on the Razor versus Tidehunter lane for sure. Well, almost all of the reserve time getting used up here. They do need a blinder, they're right. Maybe put the Razor mid, pick up the AM. Even AM doesn't feel good here. You want a strength hero? Maybe Dragon Knight is the way to go. Okay, gives them team fight. He's a strength hero. Undying's probably better than it used to be as well. That level 25 reincarnation talent, I think people underestimate it, given the fact that you get the extra... Does he not drop a tombstone when he dies? Or is it one or the other? But 2 strength heroes to feast on. The Sand King and the Tidehunter. I don't think it's strong enough though. It's a good pick. I think they need a fight. They need a man fighter. And this Sven, does he get kited too much if you go BKB first? The Lifestealer would have been a great pick actually. What am I even talking about? The Rage would have saved them from half their shit. Strength hero, so when he builds up, he has more status resistance anyway. The Juggernaut doesn't feel so good. Being an Agi hero, he accomplishes a lot of the same thing as Lifestealer, but as the you know, as the Agi hero equivalent. There should be an Int hero equivalent as well.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Well, it's the Faceless Void they ban out once again. Maybe slightly better this time around because of the way the alts work, but I think Double Down just go for like a Juggernaut or a PL or something. It doesn't really matter. Their fight is already so good. Their team is already so well rounded. A Drow even. Jesus, that would be sick. The Gyrocopter pickup though, that might be enough. Not really. It does give them more of team fight. It gives them more control. Jesus, are they playing a Drow strat? Did you not see this? Is this true? No. Can you imagine the dips though? With the Vengeful Spirit aura and the Drow, Jesus. Gonna be some juggernaut shit though, isn't it? I don't know, even AM's actually pretty decent with a blink away. The suspense is killing me, guys. Come on, what is it? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Hee hee hee. I bet they wish they had the Disruptor instead of the Lion when they pick this next hero anyway. The Weaver, yeah. Alright, so similar philosophy of elusiveness. Like, without the Disruptor, it's really difficult to hold them down. They do have the Rocket, which is fair enough, but the Link is here Protect. Alright, so this is how it's going to roll, boys. We've got Tiny, Amp on the Tiny, once again, position 4, V in position 5 on the Lion. Why you know Kari was mid last time, so potentially it will be mid Razor against the OD. Baringo on the Undying, and why you know... Oh, they've swapped. Okay, Dermac's going to take the Razor to the safe lane, and why you know Kari to the mid with the Gyro. Or maybe they just swap lanes. I don't know, we'll see. Kirstez, as expected on the Vengeful Spirit, Copless on the Sand King, Gref on the Tidehunter, Overlorm, as expected on the OD, and then that of course leaves Otto von Bismarck on the Weaver. Poor old Weaver, we haven't been seeing much Weaver lately. I'm a Twisted Fire starter.
Prepare to make way. Who made you captain? It's pronounced Admiral.
No smoke. It's okay. Game is paused. We'll have a short commercial break while Copless goes to the bathroom. Dermix, so... You know, we don't really need to actually wait for the pause, gentlemen. We have the magic of increased speed. Okay, back in the action, let's go. So Dermac's going to go to the safe lane. The Razor Gyro to the mid lane. I like this. My new favorite mid. No, you just lost it, mate. It was there, you had it. You just snatched it away last minute. Who's got the better potential snatch and grab here? This is a 4-man movement, and they aren't smoked.
30 seconds to battle.
Normally, we'd already have your wards down, so you would see this happening. He says normally, it's a matter of using your resources. Altbam Bismarck goes to the other side. Copless gonna... Is he see him? I don't think he sees him. Okay, they're looking for the Razor on the back lines. We'll spot him out, and then it's Veem. Bismarck takes 2 right clicks, goes in with a Sakuchi, starts to do a bit of damage. They're really far away from this rune, so I guess Razor could cheekily wrap back around to get it. It's not going to happen. Meanwhile, in the top lane, it's going to be traded 2 for 2. Ringo gets 1, and he's actually going to the lane. He is playing some high level shit here, boys. He wants to take the creep wave back to his wave. Changed his mind. Oh, I like this. We got a Gref versus Undying lane here. And then an aggressive try with Otto von Bismarck in the bottom. You kind of knew that, jeez. Yeah, but I didn't actually register, you know. Mid lane. I'm pretty sure that Overlorm wins this mid easily. The last hit dies from the thing. Early Aquila for the Razor. Oh, what's happening here? Alright, Baringo takes a little bit of damage. Should be able to trade pretty effectively. He only has 1.8 regen and one set of tangos. Probably going to have a problem trading effectively. He does have decay though. Good point. Feels better once you have like a single source of regen though, I have to say, like a ring or something. Well, Butter Strike in. More of a harass. There will be one immediately back. Going to hit on two from Veem. The stun from Vengeful Spirit keeps him at bay, but he'll find the first blood regardless with the soul rip. And some nice damage drained by Dermix as well. 33. That's going to help him with the last hits here. The wave is pretty pushed forward though. Well, these guys going to be able to sap some XP. The 2-minute rune spawning, and Hopeless going to guard out this one from Lion there. Tries to apply some pressure on that rune, but Lion just going to simply hex him up and get the gold. Smart quite happy here, gets his level 2 finally. I think Kirstez had theirs before that, so maybe the same time actually. And why you know Kari? Not like this. Struggling a little bit in that mid lane. It's 8-2 versus 6-3. It's not that bad. Butter Strike through. The stun to follow up. Nice timing. The stun comes through from Lion to break things up though. They throw one, but there's no Germinate attack on it. And now Bismarck getting sapped of his damage. Sakuchi's away. Took quite a lot of damage collaterally from the creep as well there. Very tempting. Very active. Tri-lane versus tri-lane here. He looks for the Sakuchi to do some damage, but it's not happening. Here comes Kirstez. Stun available. There's a Scream as well. Warlorn diving deep, but this Gyrocopter has healed up quite some. Graf gets thrown back into the tower. He'll take 2 hits from it. Turns with the Gush on the Anchor Smash. Amp is going to grab a fresh tree and try to continue this assault. Wait, I thought it was Undying down here. Did they rotate the lanes? I know, I see Undying as mid trying to harass out Overlorm since he's having such a good lane. He's not having that great a lane. It's 11-4 to 13-5. Yeah, well. Rocket. Okay, may need to use the Imprison. Here comes some damage from Baringo. They get him under the tower. The Rocket stands. Baringo eats like 4 tower shots for this. Coming back in. Looks for another decay stack. Does find it. Now the damage going to come through from Why You Know Kari. The sensible thing, he does it. He pops him into the shell. And backs it up to the tier 2. Baringo gets a 3rd decay. He's down to 780 HP, but this is beautiful, man. You salve and then you're suddenly full up. They came in from behind. Copless finds Baringo. Where is the Gyrocopter? He managed to make it out across the river. I feel like this guy is going to be involved in something fairly soon. Meanwhile, I'm missing the ganks at top. Nothing's happening, Jeeves. What are you doing? Look bottom. No. Okay, they wrap here with the pincer maneuver. One from the left, one from the right. The bugs come through. The stun is there. Butter Strike to follow up. Here it is. Plasma field goes out. Everyone's in a pretty good position. They don't take that much damage. Now they look for Veem. Kuchi into a little bit of bug action with the Germinate attack. That will be that. Punishment up on the river. 19-7 to 19-5. Gyro catching up here in this lane. Doing alright for himself. Oh, Graf gonna get ripped a little bit. Nothing gonna come of it. No, bottom lane. These guys aren't doing much either. Don't want to miss a thing. You know how it is, guys. Alright, Copless jacks the bounty rune. And Amp gets the top one, so pretty much stealing from the poor each other here. Only 1k net worth, some you know, difference this time at 6 minutes. The boys having a slightly better game of it this time round. Not the boys. Double down. The boys won the first game, Jeeves. Remember? Yeah, I remember. This is a best of 5, by the way. Gref gonna get soul ripped again. How many's that stacks? He didn't actually get soul ripped. And he was to kill down bottom. Did you? Counter kill. Avalanche comes through. Tiny goes in under the tower. Remember, it's much closer. Goes for the toss back. Gonna get imprisoned. And nice. 120 gold he got from that imprisonment. Killed the creep wave on the way out. Brilliant. Efficiency plays. Gyro now leading the CS in mid. It feels like a much slower game as far as CS is concerned as well. Gosh, Baringo gonna throw up that great tombstone. I think you just right click the tombstone, right? Yeah, that's. Thanks, 125 gold. Don't mind if I do. That's gonna get him a soul ring. That's a Rod of Atos. Soul ring, boys. 100%. Dyer's middle tower is drowning. Yes, it is in serious condition. Keep us posted. These two guys, both level 5, 8 minutes in. There is a wrap round. Copless in position along with Kirstaz. Alright. Smells trouble. Kirstaz gonna get seen with the creep now. Here comes the other creep wave. And they're not finding anything here, unfortunately. Sixth sense of the Razor too good. This ward here I think saw a little bit of movement, so they're going to be aware in mid, but if we leak mid, Gyrocopter already moving over to that top lane. Gonna farm the jungle, I guess. Really nice, disciplined play from the Radiant, trying not to get caught out here. Dermic's actually way up the lane here, but he knows, he can see them moving across. He's like, oh, you're coming back over here, boys? Well, okay, I'll go back to my tower, and I'll just wait. The power of vision. I don't think Gref gets slowed down at all in this top lane. He is level 8, 28 and 6 on the last hits. He isn't bothering to finish up this ring thing. He is just going for that blink dagger. The early initiation in the team fight is key to them here. I guess it allows the Copless to set up the epicenter, get it channeling and come in. And then Overlord can just hit from the side, stack int, and then two fights happening at the same time. It will be the Sand King though that pays with his life, and the big stack now goes for Amp with that tree. Juicy. 10-minute rune. Oh, he totally gives away the fact they've got a ward, right? By the fact he can shoot him uphill from darkness. I don't know if it's worth it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant think fortification can save them. Any port in a storm.
Well, and that gives away the ward on the high ground for sure as well. Uses a banishment to get out of the stun. Oh, the rocket barrage with a double damage doing work. The stun comes through from line. Might actually find the kill here. He does save the hammer, so he will go down in the rocket barrage anyway. Oh, he doesn't have the hammer. He doesn't have the hammer. Well, Avalanche for Gref. Will Kraken shell it off. Now starts to move out, and he will be fine. Didn't really even take much damage there. Baringo TP'd over for that. Top lane now empty. Bottom lane, they are trying to set up for a gank once more. But Razor, and his sixth sense of ward vision, he tells me something is up. There's no one on that top lane. And there's no one on mid, so they must be trying to gank you. Oh, poor Lion. He went out to try and see if there was maybe a little bounty rune or something. Maybe pull the wave. I don't know why you'd want to pull the wave. It's in a pretty good situation right now. Okay, there is a fight happening, Jeeves. Pay attention. The suck. The suck. He took 25 mana. This is big. And he get 25 more. Alright, Scucci's in onto the Razor. The stun line, of course, out of position, so they know they can go. The Burrow Strike comes through and they seal the kill. Lion turns up. This time he's the one that is late to the scene of the crime. Just postured him out, teased it apart. Oh, we got a gyrocopter here as well. Juicy, juicy. Sandstorm. Down comes the call down, but it's already been fired. The stun comes through from Vengeful Spirit, and Copless gets run down like a dog. I think you just stay there, right, in the call down, and then that's it. You win. Can't Overlord secure this kill. It'd be a pretty big pickup. No, he does get hexed. In come the bugs, though. The avalanche from Tiny. The toss. Overlord in a lot of trouble. He will die. Weaver finds the follow-up kill onto the Lion, though. Damn, that is not the trade they wanted to make at all. Still holding just over 1k, well, just under 1k advantage, and that's a nice value shrine. I give it like a 40% value. That's pretty good. That's 40% sounds terrible, Jeeves. Well, you know, it's out of a possible 100%. You could get a 200% value shrine, but I've never seen it in a real game. Oh, the blinking from Tiny, the ambush with the avalanche. Oh, nice use of time lapse though. Here comes Overlord. Maybe they can get something in return. Throws the banishment. Starts to go to work. He's draining damage, but actually that's a mistake. He is dead. See, Overlord doesn't care if you take his damage. He does his damage from his intelligence. His orb. Another avalanche from Amp that tosses there. This time there won't be any time lapse. Meanwhile, Gref gonna get taken out behind the tower. Oh my god, it was so close. I think he went deep to try and get something and then found his own doom instead. The hammer inside the imprisonment, gonna find Baringo. Veem gonna have to retreat now. Okay, Sand King on the high ground. Doesn't look like he's gonna be able to engage there. Who did he imprison? The Tiny. No. Just a creep. Just a little creeper. Oh, double damage, that's nice. Fight is underway. Wait, what? Oh, nice. Ravage on two. Overlord comes in with the double damage as aforementioned. Throws one right click, throws two right clicks. Doesn't actually even need to throw the second right click. He's already down. And now Copless looks for more. Baringo. Baringo? Bring. Gref already blinked forward. Throws out the Anchor Smash and the Gush. They start to work him down. Nice little soul rip to keep him in the game. But there is the finishing hit from Overlord with that double damage. And 12 stolen intelligence now. And they wrap back to mid. Okay, we're going to get a TP in from Kirstez. See if he can slow him up with a stun. He does get the whale. Overlord comes in from the side. Copless has Burrow Strike forward. Amp is here. The toss forward. The Astral Imprisonment. By the way, he catches 3 with that. The Gush back to 3. Catches Copless on the way out. Gref going to get hit up here a little bit. There's quite a lot of damage drained here, by the way. 112 damage for the Razor extra. Overlord's here for his buddy, though. That is going to be a disengage, I think. No, Dermex is still staying around. Gush going to come forward. Gref does not have his good stuff. Oh, the toss back. He's going to get taken out and killed here. Is he? The swap back from Kirstez is going to save his life. Veem goes in though. Overlord gets sucked off. A little hex action now. Comes Copless. Looking for Darmex under the tower. He is dusted up. The zombies are munching away on him, and Bringo, not sure what his plan is. I guess they're trying to go deep actually. Back here, Overlord's still alive, puts himself in the prison, and yeah, another rip. It won't actually finish him off on the backside. Otto von Bismarck is here now as well, and down goes the Undying. So a nice little exchange, a nice little hold. Overlord survives throughout that, and they will secure that 1k net worth advantage. So vaunted. Oh, why you know Kari throws down the call down. Gref gonna be fine, actually gonna dodge out of it. Looking still for him, throws the anchor smash out and doesn't actually get him. Gref with the blink dagger, 2 seconds. The rocket barrage doing serious damage, and a rocket to come through as well. Here comes Lion to help out, and Razor's here now as well, and Gref, they turn it around on him, they take him down. They play the exact same, the Overalarm strategy. And mid lane, Otto von Bismarck easily chomps down the tower with the Dire Stone in hand and the help of the catapult. Finally, the first tower of the series. Oh, that's not true. I'm sure they got towers in the last game.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, it feels bad when you're Razor. I like this fortification for the creep to keep them going though. Well, allow them to ensure they get the tower. It will be Lion as well that gets it. Copless in a little bit of trouble, but no Burrow Strike out of there. Meanwhile, in the top lane, they are fighting away. By the way, it's Overlord versus Gyrocopter. Why, you know, Kari now they go. Oh, he dropped the hammer. The call down comes through, but it's too little, too late, and Overlord casually walks away and collects himself 150 gold. This is a pretty heavily defended bottom lane right here. Well, mid tower. Ka-chow! It did no damage! What? That's 10 hit points! No! Oh, I just can't even, don't even. Oh, Graf gonna get himself some Guardian Greaves. I didn't even look at the items, I just knew that's what he'd be building. And maybe a Glimmer Cape or something for Vengeful Spirit. 4 staff, probably. I quite like the build up into Hurricane Pike later on if you'd want to transition to carry-ish. Not full carry, but you know. Hurricane Pike for OD anyway, that's definitely on the cards. Veem runs around with his Tranquil Boots, he'll get himself a 4 staff. He knows what's what in the support world. And Tiny for the Yules. I guess it's pretty good. It gives them mana regeneration, it gives them a setup for Avalanche, it gives them a save and a purge, so it's not too shabby. It's not too shabby. And Razor, he's pretty much going to get the Sanjin Yash next, it looks like. And that will give him some movement speed and a nice slow. Bit of HP, some armor. Feels good, man. Especially with the bugs working you down. I mean, Razor's tanky anyway. Oh, here we go. Amp with another one of his ambushes. It's an amp bush, that's what we call it. Oh no, Baringo, he threw down the thing too soon. They go to work on it. Does actually heal it back up. The avalanche is there on 2. There's a finger as well. Overlord gets 4 staffed out. Uses the drums. Starts to try and get away. The tree comes through. The prison is there. Gref having to TP in with the Ravage to save the day here. And actually going to save it as things aren't as bad as they initially seemed. The dust goes out on Otto von Bismarck, but he's already moving. Bugs come through on 2, on 3. That's a nice bugs, man. Oh, Gyrocopter's in the area as well. Rocket comes through. Vengeful Spirit almost killed instantly. In fact, will die in the end. Just take it out so quickly. Poor Kirstes. Now the TPN from Copless. Why, you know, Kari actually going to use the drums to try and get out of this. Copless Burrow Strikes the right way. Gets past 2 of them. The hammer comes down. Lion goes down. Baringo in a little bit of trouble. Amp backs off. Top tower gets taken by Dermix in the meantime, and the Why, you know, Kari kill secured by Weaver in the end. Looking for more here. Find the Undying now as well. 17 to 12. They got 3 kills there. I'm pretty sure someone died on their team, right? Yeah, they did lose Kirstes, but another effective trade, another good trade from Double Down on the Dire side. The pressure mounts. This series may well go all the way to the best of 5, I would think. All the way to 5 games potential, I think, definitely. Given how much the boys were able to deal with the draft in game 1, where I'd expect them to be less, you know, I would expect Double Down to win that game. So they are definitely capable. Well, we're well past 100 last hits, for God's sake. And net worth is the most important stat here. And there we go. It's OD, followed by Weaver, almost on 10k each. Gref looks for more amp. Here's the Yules we were talking about. Bug's still going to hit onto him. He will blink away. And Gref going to blink with a follow-up, actually. Remember, he's got a Ravage available. They're all there. It's pretty juicy, but the rest of his team needs to be there now as well. Weaver in a little bit of trouble. Going to have to use time-lapse to get out of here. It's not available. He will get caught out with the finger. Not what you want if you're double down right now. There's the blink Ravage onto 4. It's 5 actually, Jeeves on the side, and he will die. Did not pop his pipe before he went in. The epicenter is there, but it's late. It's goddamn late. They will find some kills off the back of it. The damage drain from Razor is significant though. Overlorm takes a lot of damage from that call down, and another stun. The swap out by Kirstez, that's going to save the day. Will stun up Amp, another imprisonment, and I don't think he can get out now. Will use a Hurricane Pike, but not able to find the kill, and they end up losing 4 for 1 there. We're just singing their praises about the excellent trades, and the boys with the turnaround, with the kills. Huh. A few misplays there. Kirstez played really great, but then Overlorm for whatever reason decided the imprisonment. I guess they were on top of him anyway, is the thought there. Maybe imprison one of them. Amp though, some of his plays have been amazing. He was really good in game 1 and game 2. He is nice initiation, nice turnaround. Still, only slightly kicked things up. Only slightly, he says. All of their net worth advantage evaporates. Well, Donny Murdo farms up these creeps here. Imagine anyone was in the area. But they would see them with wards, Jeeves. Yes, unless they used smoke. But they don't use smoke anymore. I see. Oh. Double bounty runes. 280 gold. 3... Oh my god. Oh, it respawned. Oh my god. You got 280 gold just for going across the river. Bismarck with the amp bush once again. Oh, it just feels bad having to use your surge right, that your time lapse right at the start. Copless goes in, that's well wide. Is he drunk? Damage drain onto Overlord, manages to find the space. The Deso is finished up for Otto von Bismarck though, and that's a pretty welcome sign for the Dire. Gives them a lot more kill potential in team fights. They already had the Bugs, Chiefs. Yeah, but Bugs plus Deso is evil. Especially if you're like a Lion or a Tiny who inherently don't have very much armor. Tiny has 10 armor right now, jeez. Yep, okay, fair point. Fortification going to be used here. There are no more tier 1s, and it does look like we'll see a significant defense as the smoke comes in from the back. It's Gref who comes in with the Ravage onto 3, 4 in fact, instantly blowing up the gyrocopter. That's pretty good. They start to drain some damage, but it's not going to be enough. There will be a time lapse back into a finger stun. Theme read that perfectly, and Kirst has helped him out of a dunk situation into a death situation there. Veem, wow, that was beautiful. Read the play, knew the Weaver would come back, threw the stun out, and then followed up with a finger to death, and that was the end of the Weaver. But it was 5 for 2 in the end there, and this bottom tower will crumble under this push for sure. Remember, there's no backdoor protection on tier 1 towers. No, they can go across here now as well. Anybody got travels? You could go and push top if you really wanted to have all the bells and whistles with your push from the back of this big team fight. Already Undying responding to that. So it looks like we might only get bottom tier 2. However, they do have a fortification available after that tier 1 went down. So maybe worth defending. They say yes. Tiny is in the area. Here comes Razor with the TP in. Oh, Gyrocopter's already on the back lines, by the way. The missile comes through onto Gref, the avalanche stun, and that's a dead Tidehunter. Hung around too late. Did buy out his Guardian Greaves as he was dying though. BKB next for OD. Oh, there was a pickoff. There was a firefight. It wasn't much of a firefight. It was just Sand King getting nuked down. If there is an awesome team fight that we missed, guys, like if we missed the whole team fight or whatever, I will replay it. Don't worry. Well, this looks like what we call an easy Roshan. The wards are in place. I mean, this one definitely saw something though, right? I mean, they know that they were here. And they are seeing movement from Vengeful Spirit, but with the Sand King down, oh, the blink forward, they catch him. They actually manage to do significant damage. The stun comes through. Weaver's here as well, though. Deso goes to work. Out comes, get that stuff off the screen. Out comes, oh, that might kill him, but not quite enough. They managed to finish the Roshan. There's the Aegis picked up. This time it's going to be on Gyrocopter. What do you mean this time? Well, it's the first time they've done it, so Rocket's still going to find him. Gref tries to take it out with a Anchor Smash. Tiny finds him under this ward somehow. It's not even their ward, but finds him nevertheless. They wasn't Biz Chiefs, you're right. Hammer missed! They go deep trying to finish this kill. They want it badly. Amp will fall. And the rocket going to go out. It's going to find Overlord. Banishes himself. The epicenter came through. Didn't actually hit on anything. They're looking for it. They hex up. The Sand King. The call down is there. He's dead. Gref is in the middle of it with the Ravage though. Finds 4. Kills 2. Finger comes through onto Gref. He'll be fine. Overlord blinks forward. They find the Razor as well. Now it's Veem's turn. Veem actually going to not be too much of an issue as they turn onto the Gyrocopter. Well, Veem might have triggered the Sanctuary there, but he didn't. And Voltobond Bismarck may make him pay here. Doesn't have any crit. This tower, so weak. They just need to kill this creep wave and push on in. There's only buyback available for Undying, so things definitely just got spicy. There's definitely going to be a push up to this tower here. Remember, that was an Aegis fight they just had. And they took the Aegis. Fortification comes through. Top lane going to get pushed at the same time. Not much pushers there. The Vengeful Spirit, I guess, could do something. So Gref comes middle. They clear out the creep wave. There's no catapults here. Here comes Veem with a stun on 2. Pretty decent. Gets banished up. They will take the tower. Swaps him back in. Veem getting taken out. They don't stay, actually. They leave the kill for Overlord. Give him a little bit more intelligence. There's more heroes spawning now. Tiny is up. The Undying is up. We'll take this Rax. Can they wrap to another one? They just take the Melian back. Pretty strong. I guess they can go for the shrines if they want. I feel like auto. Hang on. I feel like Otto von Bismarck can get into these shrines and just take them out. It's a similar story to the Nature's Prophet in the last game. Especially with that Deso, he can just go in, he can throw down some right clicks and he can get out of there if there's trouble showing. And a good injection of gold now. 9k advantage going the way of Double Down. Deso, he does have a finished Lincolns as well, so his survivability is through the roof. Here comes Tony to test it though. Can you survive an avalanche, buddy? Well, he just kind of wasted it, so not really an issue. Smoke play here. They come round. Gonna find the Gyrocopter. That's pretty big and unfortunate because he's out of position. He will go down. The call down is used as well, and he has no buyback. This tier 2 tower looks pretty juicy right about now. And Weaver continues to work on that shrine. There are wards to de-ward here. Kirstes with the swap back in onto Veem. It's a difficult find. The Razor nearby as well. He tries to stun him out. Gref blinks in. The finger comes through. Kirstes somehow still alive. Amp trying to change that. Does get the avalanche off. Does find the kill. Throws himself up with the Yules. Looking for his way out. And he is going to sneak out off the back side of this. Are you serious? Where's the blink overlord? Find him. Kill him. What the hell? They do. All these zombies running up. And meanwhile, Otto von Bismarck is up to his ratty ways. The Razor is aware. Tried for the Link there, but unfortunately Lincoln's going to save the day. It's a double catapult wave, one more hit from the Desolator. Dude, why are you not watching the teamfight? Well, this is super exciting. He got the tower. Oh, the buybacks are coming through now. Overlorm is here. He is also going to fight this top tower, and the Rax is just getting eaten up by the Deso at this point. That is another melee Rax to fall. Roshan up in about 2.5 minutes. 4 minutes, Jivicus. Jivicus, that's a long time. You're right. That is a long time. Well, nice orderly retreat from Double Down, and feels bad, man, if you're the boys right about now. Base in disarray. Net worth is pretty bad. 18k down. 32 minutes into the game. What's their comeback strategy, Jeeves? Well, they need to invest in smoke. And they need to get a kill. And they need to use that kill to secure the next Roshan. 100%. And then they need to get a few more kills off the back of that. And take out the last of these tier 2 towers. Well, they're only getting at 2, but what the Aegis... You're probably right. But if they do that twice, then they can threaten high ground as well. Items. What items will help them do that, Chiefs? Well, a BKB, which Razor is building right now. And maybe a pipe. Well, we're going to get a 4-star first for Undying, which is fair enough. He's pretty poor, Undying. Second poorest in the game. Oh, what's happening top here? Is there a fight? Are they looking for something? They are, wow, they are taking them apart. Look, they're just destroying this creep wave. 4 heroes. You see the creep wave? They got killed. It took them like 10 seconds. Just whoosh. Amazing. Yeah, so BKB for Tiny as well, if he doesn't have one already. He's gonna get a Dagon. It's not the play, I don't think. Gyrocopter already has his BKB. It's on 10 seconds actually. I think he just picked it up. So I mean, this could be a pretty good turnaround item for them. This gives them an opportunity to definitely take teamfight win. But they still need to make the smoke play. I think back-to-back smokes actually. The first smoke you use to try and get some aggressive wards out. Oh, Double Down already making a smoke play of their own. They think, hey, we should get some more aggressive wards out and, you know, maybe catch somebody out so we can push this bottom lane or secure Roshan. It's a long wrap. They go all the way to the middle jungle and they are actually going to find something now. It's Baringo who's on the edge of it. The Razor's there as well. The Razor's the target then. In goes Gref with the Ravage. Razor gets pummeled and taken down so quickly. The hammer's dropped on 2 and that's going to be Lion and Undying to follow up. And that's pretty disastrous. Razor does have buyback. We'll use it now. This is it, boys. They must hold their high ground here or give up the ghost. Well, the tower, the Rax finished off and they will move bottom. The bottom creep wave is, oh, the swap back in for Gyro the stun, but Kirstes didn't get the memo. Everyone else has moved elsewhere. And they're literally just going to give that kill away. They were chasing here, I think, maybe. The Tiny. The blink forward into the Astral Imprisonment. Gref is there with the Anchor Smash to reduce his damage. Yule's going to purge that off. Call down from the Gyro on the low ground. Doesn't actually save him out. Copless blinks forward with the Butter Strike stun. Oh! Overarm tries to go in, but BKB, surprise, motherfucker. And will actually have to Astral Imprisonment himself to get out of that. Bottom lane, the Weaver continues his solo push with the bugs. And the Deso, everyone's here though. The rocket's going to come out. That's going to pop off the Lincolns. Is there anything to follow up though? Answer is no. Nobody wants to leave the base right now, and it's a pretty sensible thing to do. Big creep wave coming in top, and this melee ranged Drax even could be in a little bit of trouble. I would say it's in a hell of a lot of trouble. That's a double catapult wave. Will it fall? Okay, Baringo tries to hold him at bay. He says, I'll throw down the goddamn tombstone. Pro tip, catapult will never come off of buildings. You just stun the fuckers. And they do get a free ranged Rax. That's 2 lanes of bigger creeps. Super creeps? Yeah, super creeps that are going to push in super melee creep. And they have obviously taken out this shrine. All the towers are down. The Roshan is up in 10 or 20 seconds. It was 17 G, so why don't you just say 17? Roshan is up in 15 seconds. He's up in 8. Double damage as well. Oh, this couldn't be better. Look, they know as well. They're just like, any second now, Roshan's going to spawn. No! Copless, what have you done? See, he's up. Nice. Alright, both teams are up. All alts are available except from the hammer. The hammer, Because please tell us more about this hammer. Well, that was a sort of 14-second Roshan. That was pretty good. The hammer is the Sanity's Eclipse. And we call it the hammer because it flattens everything it hits. Okay, they move to the bottom lane. Obviously they want to pick up the creep wave. Weaver gonna get there, start to bring it across. These guys gonna intercept. Will telegraph their play a little bit, and instantly it gets shown out. On the backside is Overlorm. He does have Aegis, but he does not want to be the target in the fights. He'd rather that was Gref. Instantly pops a BKB. The BKB comes out from Overlorm as well, but that won't do anything about this Razor draining him. Razor with no BKB of his own. That's going to be a bit of a problemo. And the hammer finishes him off. Gref is going to work with the Ravage. Meanwhile, this zombie's not actually doing shit. The Gref with the shard, and that's double Ravage. We'll find another. And on the backside, Baringo getting run down like a dog by Kirstez. Blink forward from Overlorm and Kachow. Yeah, another tombstone. They should kill those things. They're worth some gold. Okay, that was a buyback like this, by the way. And good game is called. The third Roshan refresher shard seals the deal, and double down. Gonna take game 2. Evening out the series. Alright, I really love this. I'm loving the amp. Tiny though. Let's see more of that. Let's see more of that. Let's have a look and see who did the most damage, who was the most impressive. Who has the biggest EP? Alright, okay. Overlorm 22k, 23k almost. Not bad. 782 GPM, XPM even, 602 GPM. 36,000 damage. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. But let's see. Let's have a look at the real important. We got 3 camps stacked and 3,400 gold. But Veeam with 3,450. Kirstez, you lit the team down. I have to say the man of the match for game 2 is going to go to Overlorm. Although Amp, I think we should give man of the match game 1. Anyway, I am General Jivicus. If you want to see games 3, 4 and 5, please join us tomorrow evening at 7 PM GMT, and we will see them live. As always, follow, subscribe. Don't subscribe here, but subscribe to YouTube if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter, all that jazz. Anyway guys, it's been a pleasure, and I will see you tomorrow night. I cannot find these other games. We'll get them done sometime though.